And indeed the first one through on the number 79 car is Keith Thompson. Keith, of course, who was responsible for a lot of programme features, and indeed still writes in the Three Counties magazine, or certainly was until recently, of which the latest copy is available. No chance to read it yet, but whoever dropped it up in race control, many thanks. On the 315 car, who have we got in there? Okay, there we are then, number 79, giving us a wave. Keith Thompson, yep, number 79. (315), Alan Purnell. He's been with us before, I know. Harry Embley, number 6. He doesn't look a day older. He's driving the Phil Wilton car. Well, as we said, we really are getting the old ones out this afternoon. 507, Dick Smith from Bedford. Mind you, Neil was refusing to let him race about a week ago, so obviously a little bit of pressure's been put on there. Brian Thorne, what a pleasure to see Brian. Hello, Brian, nice to see you with us. 116 he's driving. Johnny Pratt there in number 115. Another regular face, of course. George Hamstead on the number 53 card. Nice to see George there. Ray Leigh, number 73. Good afternoon, Ray. Well, he made a promise that he'd be with us this afternoon, and there he is. He's made it. George Hamstead, the car number 422. A little interesting story which we'll keep to ourselves as to the way George has managed to get hold of that car this afternoon. Roger Hollingshead, number 371. There's another guy who hasn't changed much. Talking about old boys, good to see old Alan Anderson down there again. And we have a call, please, for Willie Harrison to race control, please. Well, in the 391 car, Glyn Pursey, there he is. Getting a nice round of applause. Several people who remember Glyn by the look of it, and he's in the 391 car. Jack Wilson, he's on the number 20 car there, another familiar face, always kept in touch, of course. And Brian Bennett, car number 152. So there's our lineup of veterans, all in some good cars out there. It's certainly interesting to see that, John Lunn's motor out there, and Rob Cowley's number 73, and the Andy Smith motor, number 391. Right, so there's one more car to emerge from the pits, gentlemen. One more car from the pits. And indeed, if it's 392, that'll be Pete Shepherd. And it's Glyn Pursey, remember, who's the defending champion. He's hoping to make it a hat-trick this afternoon. Right, the 392 car of Pete Shepherd then eventually emerges, so we've got all the veterans out there that we can race. So that's not too bad at all, actually, in the circumstances. Pete Shepherd, there he is on the 392 car. And it was Rob Speak first in 2:18. Second, 1:67 Bill Batten. Third, 7:01 John Thompson. Fourth, 6:86 Gary Hooper. Fifth, 5:14 John White. Sixth was car number 75 Glenn Gregory. Seventh was number 212. Eighth place went to number 561 Richard Wilkes. Ninth was 751 Brian Smith. And 10th, 23 Kev Reed. Okay, so the 1991 VSCA Johnny Bryce Memorial Trophy gets underway with starter Al Henderson, and that brings back a few memories. And it's in fact the 10th running, is it? That's great news. Some good motors out there, there's no doubt about that. Right, so Glyn Pursey, the defending champion in car number 391. In the World Champions car, George Hamstead, number 53. So remember then, all the names from the past down there, and there's certainly one or two well-known ones amongst them. Just as nimble as ever. Started Al Henderson diving over the fence there. Yeah, it's good to see him back up there. Right, the green flag goes down and the Veterans event gets underway. Some moving... That looks as if that's the Pursey outfit that's gone down there. Fires it up, does Glyn Pursey, hoping to get back into the action. Or pull the car back. So that could be interesting. Good. Brakes going on down there. That was Brian Bennett in the 152 car. Oops, and that's pulled the axle right back on that one. So... Just sweating a little bit there on the top line. We're just keeping an eye on things down there. Well, okay, it's 73. At the moment, I think that's leading the pack. Leigh in number 73. He's well away. Shepherd's going quite well, I think, in number 392. So is George in number 53. Yes, and so is George Hamstead in 422. He's certainly settling down nicely in that car. Oops. And the number 20 car of Jack Wilson just tests the gate down here. We'll have the black owl, please, for number 20. So the bumper's bouncing in a little bit there, and the number 20 car is moved off the track. That's Jack Wilson in car number 20. That's the halfway owl, please. So your leader is number 73 at the moment. That's Leigh down there. From 392, Pete Shepherd in second place. George Hamstead third at the moment in number 53. Then George Hamstead in 422. Oh, it's 73. There he goes. Sweeps past one or two of the back markers. 5 next time, Al, please. Notice that, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't even need telling, did Ali? He picked it up there straight away. Car number 73 then, that's the one out in the lead. Leigh. From Pete Shepherd in 392. And all credit to George Hamstead. Hamstead in 4:22 because he's driving that car well. And a typical Ansel manoeuvre around that turn then. Interesting to see. Just the same old George, sliding it through, fighting the wheel, bringing it round beautifully. The style is there, it hasn't altered a bit. So, it's the Rob Cowley car driven by Leigh, which is out in front in number 73. Pete Shepherd getting a bit closer in 3:92. George Hamstead third in number 53. George Hamstead fourth in 4:22. Two-lap board going out. Now this could be interesting. A 1:15 broadside across the track, but it's getting close here. Look, Shepherd is moving up on the number 73 car of Leigh. Carefully. The leader gets bulked there. Are we going to get a change? It's going to be close by the look of it. Oh, look at this. Ansel's coming up as well. Now that we're on the last lap, remember, and Ansel's going to go through. He is indeed. It has indeed beautifully through. And it looks as if it's going to be George. He's going to take the checkered flag. There we go. Yep. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember a similar incident about six or 7 days ago? Same car, third place on the last lap, and then crossing the line in first place. Well, it's happened again today. Okay, so the Reds are out. Right.
Another 5 laps it could have been. Yeah, do you want to put that in?
Well done, George.
Will you do the talking? I'm too old, I'm knackered.
I think you came from nowhere a bit there, didn't you?
Yeah. We was watching what was going on, but running out of steam.
So when was it since you last raced, George? Now, mid-70s was it? I think or early 70s was it? Yeah.
How are you supposed to talk after
Go on, talk down. But you enjoyed it. What a good driver they used to be, and they still are.
Yeah. I can still shout the buggers.
He ain't lost none of his touch. He was a bloody good tarmac driver, and he still is now. And if he were racing now, he gives
still give him a run. Today. Yeah.
Anyway,
good driver.
Congratulations,
Thank
George.
you.
Yeah. Thanks,
Did a good job of that.
Yeah.
Good mate.
Is he coming round? Is he like that? Oh, we go on here.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, George. Congratulations. George Hamstead accompanied by Willie Harrison, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, our thanks to the Wrexham Stock Car Club there and Association for the opportunity of staging this event once again here successfully.